It's time for everybody's favorite topic. That's right. It's Bud Light. Everybody's favorite topic. It is the gift that keeps on giving. Bud Light. Now, former employees have hit out against the company for not doubling down. Former woke employees are now speaking out. This is the best part. People on the right, or people who, people that are, I would just say non-mainstream narrative people. Okay. Those people, well, let me get into the story. Bud Light workers accuse leadership of cowardice over Dylan Mulvaney fiasco and say the company should have supported the trans influencer despite sales being down 30%. Yeah, I mean, all the lockdowns, layoffs, and things of that nature definitely proved that they were in the right. That definitely proves that they were the ones they were the ones. By the way, a company that doesn't get political, it's Coffee Brand Coffee. I extended the Under Attack promo code 15% off site-wide. Today is the last day. We launch our new fall flavors, which are both pumpkin pie and spiked jack-o'-lantern. They start shipping on Monday, and they are ridiculously good, available in whole bean and ground. We have a dozen organic teas, K-Cups. We have our own roasters. We have our own fulfillment. This isn't we're like an actual real company, not some white label drop ship thing. And we need your support. So if you enjoy coffee, tea, or cocoa, or maybe you want to pick up some merch, we have our signature series, which is, of course, unflavored, everything from light to dark roast. We have a decaf. We have a double caffeinated. We have about 20 different flavors. We have premium snacks, even. Promo code Under Attack. Please consider allowing me to earn your business today. If you don't like it, okay, I'll refund your money in full. CoffeeBrandCoffee.com, link in the description below. Former Bud Light workers have now accused the leadership of cowardice following the Dylan Mulvaney fiasco. Sales at Anheuser-Busch are down 30% since 2022, and they're following their disastrous partnership with Mulvaney, a trans influencer who has chronicled their transition to womanhood on TikTok. The former top-selling beer has been surpassed by Modelo, Coors, and Yuengling in sales. I actually heard a rumor yesterday that they're going to start brewing Yuengling in Milwaukee now. I heard a little birdie told me that, which would be pretty awesome, I think, for the Milwaukee job market and things of that nature. That, at least that's my opinion. Now ex-employees, which, their opinions are always valid, have slammed the company for lying to staff and not supporting Dylan Mulvaney enough and keeping him in the dark while the firm faced setback after setback. They expressed wishing that management had just stuck to their guns and told the world to get over it, rather than reeling after the mistake. One person who used to work at Anheuser-Busch publicity department told The Guardian that after the ordeal, my job was not normal. It was completely different and strange. Well, that's because you had to completely rework your job title to get, because now you were on damage control instead of promotion. It's pretty clear why it was different. Another former employee said about the aftermath of the disastrous partnership, there was a lot of panic and rash decision-making. We didn't hear anything from leadership for over a month, and then after a few weeks, someone high up at Anheuser-Busch released a statement that pretty much said nothing. Others said Alyssa Heinerschneid, the VP of marketing who was blamed for the disaster, had nothing to do with it. The former worker told The Guardian that there was incompetence in leadership at the national level at Anheuser-Busch. Ex-workers at Anheuser-Busch also expressed feeling of concern for Mulvaney themselves are in the situation, but were often shut down by their bosses. Well, they're probably like, hey, maybe just keep your head down. Maybe just keep your head down right now. I think that's probably a good idea. One person recalled asking the boss, are we doing everything we can as a company to support this person? The response was, yes, don't worry about it. We're constantly talking to them. Other workers at the beer company described how they felt worried about job security while the company shares and profit plummeted, but bosses didn't do anything to help. One former employee said, I don't remember there being much assurance. It's possible that there was a canned response given in some sort of town hall meeting. They said there were a lot of trickle-down lies from leadership. And another said they wish bosses had just admitted, we did this, beer is for everyone, get over it. I think it's pretty interesting that all of these people are former employees. I think that's pretty interesting, right? I wonder if these are all people that were, subject to the layoffs or part of the marketing department that got gutted for making this decision. The company said Bud Light sales were down 27% over a 4-week period in September against the same period last year. Just last week, Microsoft co-founder Creepo Bill Gates bought 1.7 million shares of Anheuser-Busch on the back of Wall Street analysts encouraging investors to buy the stock and in the drinks brand. Maybe they should be encouraging people to buy Rumble stock. This month, I saw Bud Light's latest attempt to bring back former drinkers with bottles specific to college sports teams, including University of Kentucky Wildcats. Anheuser-Busch InBev said its U.S. revenue fell 10.5% in the second quarter. The company said its total U.S. market share for all brands fell more than 5% to 36.9% in April, but remained stable the end of April through June. InBev CEO Michael Dorkface said in August during an earnings call that the company plans to provide financial support to wholesalers. Well, are they though? This Bud Light brewer caves to pressure after horse backlash. I mean, this company can't catch a break. Like, legitimately. They're getting backlash over the horse tails. PETA's staff are cracking open the same cold ones today to celebrate that Budweiser is cutting out the cruelty by agreeing to stop painfully cutting horses' tailbones. Kathy Guillermo, the animal rights organization's senior vice president, said, by the way, I'm in an email battle with PETA right now. I covered PETA just a few days ago, and they were really mad at me, and they're emailing me, and I don't know if they're going to try to sue me or what the case is, to be honest with you, but you stay tuned for that. And you go, I mean, ultimately, when you look at Budweiser, I haven't looked at their stock yet. I was pretty sure it was coming back lately. It's down 1% today. Oh, it's down over the past 5 days, but negligible. And it's basically holding firm. It hasn't really done anything. But the thing is with Bud Light, you see panic and rash decision making. Ex-Bud Light staff on one of the biggest boycotts in United States history. 2 weeks after the post, Bud Light's year-on-year sales had dropped 17%. In May, Modelo overtook them. We already know. A lot of people drink Bud Light, says Beth Demon, author of The Beer Lover's Guide to Cider. At its core, it usually appeals to white American men and represents a certain lifestyle. Football, nachos, barbecue, traditional suburban family dynamics, that sort of thing. It's stereotype that exists for years of very careful and specific strategic marketing studies and campaigns, and it worked for a long time. Well, I mean, they had to stop that. They were pandering to white men. They couldn't be seen as the beer, that just panders to white men. And I think it's awfully funny just how, the same employee describes incompetence in the leadership on the national level. It has Bush and characterizes Benoit Garbe, the company's chief marketing officer, as someone who doesn't really understand a lot of the political battles in the U.S. The employee also claims that before Garbe was in the role, The company nixed a proposed campaign to market the Mexican beer Estrella Jalisco to Latino drinkers in the United States, fearing backlash from, quote, conservative wholesalers. In certain states, Garvey has been CMO since 2023. What would be the backlash? I mean, clearly, like, Modelo Especial is extremely popular, so why would conservatives care if they sold a Mexican beer? I don't really understand that. That's weird. So the guy's just an idiot. You know, on the diversity, equity, and inclusion section of the website, that's how you know they're in trouble in the first place. The company says it aims to make our company as diverse as the communities we serve. Okay. Well, sales continue to go down for Bud Light. Nothing's changed, and nothing will change because they haven't addressed it whatsoever. And I'm 100% fine with all of that.